Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends toy review on Dr. Octopus. This is a Series 8 figure, which Series 8 I really think is one of the best Marvel Legends series that was ever released. Really, really good figures in that line. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of reviews on figures that I don't really care about so much, and just to change shit up, I mean, man, I really fucking love this figure. I really think this is one of the best Marvel Legends figures that have ever been made. It did not make my top 10 video just because I fucking forgot. But yeah, this I really think is a badass figure. Um, let me talk about the base first before I actually get onto the actual figure. Just to warn you guys, well, you could put his feet into these little claw-shaped type of thingies in here, and that does cause some paint wear, so keep that in mind. Um, but yeah, this base, I actually don't know what the hell this thing is. I really don't. It looks like it's made out of webbing, but it has a metallic look to it, so it's got a very nice gray and black finish on it. I think it looks really cool. You got some webbing stuff right here holding onto this canister of I don't know, it looks like some radioactive goop. Reminds me of the shit that turned the Ninja Turtles into what they are, you know. There's really nice detail on this thing. I mean, the black is solid black. It's got silver right here on the end, two silver dots right there, and three silver slash marks. I guess that's from the Dr. Octopus claw. But it's a pretty cool looking base, you know. And you could put his feet. You could have Doc Ock stand right inside, right here, with these two pegs, two green pegs in the middle of it, right there. Which I actually never really have him do because I think it's lame to have Doc Ock stand on his real feet. You know, I always want him standing on his tentacles. It has two holes right here for push pins, so you could have it hang up on the wall. So there's a lot of stuff you could do with this base. Pretty cool base. Not much else to say. Alright, so onto the figure. Um, damn, this is a fucking. I think this is the Doc Ock figure to own out of all the Doc Ock figures in existence. I mean, they have. Now, the only Doc Ock that I think is comparable to this is the one that came in the. What was it, the villains line, Spider-Man villains line, where it's a little smaller, a little rounder, he's a little fatter, and he's got the white trench coat on. The claws are different on that figure. I just don't think it's as cool as this one. This one is just really badass to me. First off, the tentacles themselves are fucking amazing. I really love what they've done here. These are not really the original tentacles of Doctor Octopus. This is not what I remember from a kid in the comics and in the cartoon. The original claws or and tentacles basically is it's a solid, you know, tube, right? A solid long tube with lines going across it. And then at the end it just cuts off and it's got like these three little toes that, you know, three little clampy toes. So what they did here is it looks like a hybrid type of tentacle on here. It's not very Doc Ock original, but it's very cool. I think this is inspired by the Ultimate Doctor Octopus from the Ultimate Spider-Man comic books. Um, I'm pretty sure. I don't really read Ultimate Spider-Man anymore. Bendis pissed me off a long time ago, but on that series. But I really like what they did here. You can it's basically a wire is running through this plastic, so that's how it makes it bendy. It's a very classic Toy Biz type of move. I remember them having this feature in a lot of the original Toy Biz toys from the 90s. I owned actually. I mean, one of my favorite toys as a kid was the Toy Biz Doc Ock that had the suction cups at the end. I remember my dad bought that for me one day, and my dad didn't really buy me many toys, so it was like a really special figure for me. So that's probably one reason why I like the character so much too. And the character's really cool too. I mean, he's such a funny fucking looking guy. My brother hates this figure. My brother really likes the Spider-Man 2 version of Dr. Octopus. But you know, for this is really it for me. It's just a funny looking guy. I don't know. I just really like him as a villain. He's unique looking, you know. But anyway, yeah. So this wire goes through it, and if you could see right here, there's these breathing holes for the wire. It kind of really blends in well with the suction cups that go along here. So these suction cups are really, really cool. I like it. And I mean, the tentacle is made out of these individual pieces, so it's like they all section off, and they're kind of stacked on top of each other. It's really, really cool. It's like if you run your finger along here, you could feel the notches in between each little section. Very, very good amount of detail in here. So there's the suction cups on one side, and on the back side there's these like little notches right here that go along the top. Very, very, very cool. And then on top of that, it has this great silver, metallic, and black worn finish that I just love, what Toy Biz did. So these are very cool. These individual pieces go all the way up, and then at the end you have the claw. Now you want to be careful the way you bend these things, just as a warning. I mean, for you older dudes that are around my age over there, out there, you guys know that you should know anyway, that when you bend these things, you gotta watch how you bend them. Because if you bend sideways and then you bend in another direction and you twist it, you're gonna get this effect where you bend over here and then it'll turn in another direction that you don't want it to. So you gotta be careful with these things. You gotta really watch how you bend them. So that's just a little warning for you guys out there that aren't really familiar with that so much. But the claw is very, very cool. A lot better than what I think is the original claw. It looks like it's a Spider-Man 2 inspired claw, if not Ultimate Spider-Man claw. But the articulation in it is very nice. It spins around like that. And it has two joints. It has a joint right here at the bottom, and it has a joint right here for the upper toe part of the clamp, right? And so you could do a lot with it. It's really, really cool. You could have it close up, and you could do all kinds of poses with this thing. Very, very neat. I like it a lot. And I like how they have these rivets right here for this second part. You can see it right there, probably a little better, but I don't know, it's just a little bit more realistic. Like he was really walking on it a lot, and the sharp ends are very, very, very cool. So very, very cool. You could do practically anything you want with this thing. You can also move it around on the back. When you buy this thing, the tentacles are all wrapped up in circles and you gotta plug them in, but you could twist it off around his back, so they twist like that. So there's a lot that can be done here. One thing is, a lot of people ask me, I like to have him posed up on the wall. A lot of people ask me, like, dude, how do you get it, how do you get Doc Ock to hang up on the wall like that? And basically what you do is you get push pins. I like to use clear push pins. So you go to the store, so you guys could use this for your own collections. Just remember, you heard it from ShartimusPrime first. Anyway, this push pin thing right here, it's clear. And you just push it through the wall in a way so that it's pressing up against the claw. So it goes like that. So you don't want to stick it through the claw or anything like that. You just push it up. And you gotta just, be careful the way you set it up so that, you want to make sure at least the top two are clamped, the top two claws are clamped to the wall, so that he'll hang right. So you just gotta, figure out the weight distribution on that so he'll stay there and he won't fall over. But yeah, so on to more of the actual figure itself. The paint job is very, very, very cool. And there's not a whole lot that they really needed to do, but they did some really cool things here. First off, the plastic on the green is very shiny. I like that a lot. And I don't know if you could see it, but there's a shy hint of these yellow streaks that move down throughout the green part of the figure. I think that's very cool. It adds a nice detail. And the orangish brown part is a different finish. It's more of a matte finish, so that's very cool. And the face has some color variety in there. They gave him these blue goggles. And if you lift up like that, you can see his eyes underneath a little bit. So that's kind of neat. The hair has a little bit of, some detail in there. And articulation is pretty good on the figure, even though he doesn't need to be that articulated. The head moves well. He's got single shoulder joints, double elbow joints, joint here on the forearm. This right here is unique to Marvel Legends. This thumb is posable. He's got a waist joint. He's got these leg joints that move front and back, double knee joint, and calf joint. Okay, my time is just about up here, you guys. The ankle joint doesn't move side to side. It moves forward. There's that paint wear that I was talking about a little bit, and the toes move up. Very, very cool figure. So you guys have to get this one if you're a big Spider-Man fan like how I am.